last video, I very briefly mentioned at the end when I saw that hearse that there are motorcycle hearses, and I've got a kind of cool plan is a bit too much going into it. Dream perhaps for one of those. Oh, hello, for one of those. And yeah, I want to go into that on this one. So I'm gonna put up a picture now of a motorcycle hearse. Specifically, it's one of the sidecar pod, I guess you'd call it. And it's a great big sort of tanky bike. This is a complete dead end, isn't it? The state of this scrapyard type area that I've busted into. City Scrap Limited. Well, this is prime location for my bike. Let me just pop a UE. This is going to be embarrassing. I'm hilariously shit at doing UEs. Yep, not even close. Not even close. God, I'd fucking fail my mod 1 these days. Holy shit. But the other thing is, in real life, you don't need to do a fucking U-turn. You just do a 3-pointer. It's quicker and safer for the most part. Yeah, just walk out, bud. Don't worry. Just keep fucking strolling. An old twat. But anyway. Motorcycle hearses, right? So it's a big tanky bike. I think the one in the pictures I've seen is a Triumph something. Might have been FJR. It depends which picture I can get of good old Google. And then it has this sealed pod for the sidecar, right? Now here's what I'm thinking. Imagine if you took one of those. How cool would it be if you took out the runners and so inside it's halfway up as a shelf, right? And then you have the runners on top of that to slide the coffin in and out. And you've got storage underneath for, I think they store like the garlands and the wreaths and that sort of shit under there, right? So you rip that lot out, and then you have a waterproof, maybe insulated, I don't know. I haven't seen one in person, but fine. You have a waterproof pod attached to a motorcycle, and I think that would be an amazing one-man camper van. How cool would that be? And obviously I've spoken about, fuck me, trains. Get out of the fucking way, dude. Fuck. So I think if you take that pod, it's a great size. Obviously it's big enough for a person and some, because it's big enough to fit an average sized coffin. That's to fit an average sized person inside. So that's what, 6 foot should we say, for an average sized bloke. Maybe more. Plus room at the ends and such. I reckon if you slap some insulation in that, put a bit of carpet, you can easily either make a bed, or you could just keep the rollers in actually. If you took the rollers out, you just have a nice flat platform with storage in. So I reckon if you cut, say, some like an L shape out of that, so you still had the bed that's raised, and you've got storage underneath the bed, but you've also got sort of foot space, so you can sit on the bed and have a footwell to put your feet in. I reckon that'd be kick-ass. Then all you've got to do is put in a little kitchenette unit, you know, a little gas hob and a little sink, and you'd have an amazing self-contained camping pod. How cool would that be? It'd be awesome. You've still got a bike to ride. I mean, yeah, it's got a sidecar rig, so it's not quite the same as a normal bike. You can't be knee down and get on the corners. But still, you still have all of the sky in the world. You still have all the air and the smell and all the good things about biking that, you know, excluding like speed and leaning. And you've got this little camping pod to stay in at night. It's very much a one man. You wouldn't fit 2 in there. I've spoken before about my little tiny Bedford Rascal van idea, but this is like one step down from that to be really solo rig. I think it'd be awesome. It'd certainly be unique, and I'd be inclined to keep it black on the outside, because that way if you just close the curtains, everyone's going to let you out of junctions. Downside is they're fucking expensive, because they're really rare and they're all custom made for the job. So, yeah, that would be expensive. It might even be easier to just have the pod made itself, buy the bike yourself, and then have the pod made custom by some sort of like custom fab carpentry, you know, whatever type kitchen fitter unit. I don't know. You get caravan manufacturers who make custom stuff, so speak to them. What do you think, guys? Would you travel around in that sort of rig, would sleeping in a hearse weird you out, knowing there's been a whole bunch of dead bodies in there? Thanks for watching, guys. Spectre out.